Hi, we are the H2 outfitters from Castlerahan National School, County Cavan. We are Lana, Luke, Tom, Avian and Alan. At present, we are working on our third green flag, the water flag, and this is why we based our whole campaign on how saving water means saving energy. Over the past few months, we've become aware of how, although not immediately obvious, our water usage ultimately affects our environment and climate change nearly as much as the more obvious world's uses of diesel and electricity. And this information is what we try to get across to our community.
Does water come from taps? The answer is yes, of course, but through listening to a guest speaker from our local water group, we learned that water goes through an intensive filtration and cleaning process in a water treatment plant before it reaches our taps, all of which takes energy which affects climate change.
Another thing we discovered during our research is that most of our daily water use does not come from our direct water usage, but from, in fact, our virtual water footprint. What is a virtual water footprint, you may ask? A virtual water footprint is all the water to grow, process, manufacture and transport the foods, goods and services that we eat, use and consume every day.
Let's take for example the water used in producing a mobile phone. The phone is made from plastic, metal and glass, and each of these components required virtual water to produce. And then of course, once the phone is assembled, it's packaged and sent to stores. So there's more water required to produce packaging and of course for the transportation of fuels. In fact, the overall virtual water footprint of a phone is, can you guess, 910 litres of water. And the same goes for many of our products we use today.
To relay this information to our target audience, firstly we conducted surveys and questionnaires on the students, staff and parents of our school's use of direct water in our daily lives. Then we carried out a multiple choice questionnaire to see if anyone knew much about the virtual water footprint of products. For example, how much water it takes to make coffee or clothing items. Secondly, we collated the results. We found that most people at home tried to conserve water from time to time, but everyone felt that they could do better. We also found that very little people knew much about how much water goes into making things. Thirdly, we informed people about ways to reduce their direct and virtual water usages. We did this by giving talks to the pupils, performing a fun wrap for the kids of our school, producing leaflets for the parents, detailing more information about the virtual water footprint of some products, and most importantly, we gave a list on how they can conserve water in their daily lives.
Some of these direct water conservation ideas were to have shorter showers and try and harvest water at home, and others, as you can see behind me. Some of the ideas we gave to people to reduce their virtual water impact was to drink tea instead of coffee, 35 litres as opposed to 140, and eating more whole foods rather than processed foods, which take a lot more water to produce, and others, as you can see behind me.
After surveying the parents and children a month after this, we found that 100% of our target audience said that they now are more concerned about water and try to conserve more water than before.
Conserving water doesn't necessarily stick out as much as food miles or transport, and burning of fossil fuels is affecting climate change. But as an actual fact, it really does. We think that we got this message across, and we hope that this behavioural change will continue in the long term among our school community. Through church leaflets, school assemblies and informational leaflets, we estimate that we have reached about 2,000 people. We are the H2 Outfitters, and thank you for listening to our presentation. We will now finish with the raptor we performed for our school community.
When there ain't no gravity, the water don't flow naturally, which means we have to use energy to get the water from A to B. And when there's energy, there's money. And all we're doing is wasting money. And wasting money is not very funny. We can go on and on about this case, but to give the world a cleaner face, we have to take care of this place, and not only its surface.
Well done, guys. Well done, guys. Rap is the theme. Okay, we have 2 minutes of judges' questions, and I think you should ask your question in the form of rap. 2 minutes of questions start now.
I don't know if I'm taking on the challenge there. That was brilliant, really great. You really made the link between water use and energy and climate. I really learned a lot. I had no idea my mobile phone took that much water to use. I really loved that you conveyed the message to the students and the kids and also the parents. And I'm really interested in what you know about how many parents, do you have any examples of what parents did around the house to save water?
Well, the parents, they used a bucket full of water. Instead of using a hose to clean their car, they loaded the dishwasher fully and the washing machine fully, and they stopped turning on the tap while they're brushing their teeth.
Now, one of the things you said when you were at the beginning was all the water comes out of the tap, and you went off to the place where they clean the water, to the water treatment plant, to see this, and this comes into your house. But you didn't. Do you think all that water coming into your house should be clean? Because some of it goes to flush the toilet, some of them goes to wash the washing machines. Does it all need to come in like that?
Well, actually, no, it doesn't all need to come in, but it all is cleaned. But we didn't find out if all of the water, like if it's different. So if some of it is designated for different jobs, or if it's all just like for the one.
Could you use rainwater for any of it, just straight down out of the sky?
You could use rainwater for a lot of things. Like if you harvest it, it saves a lot of water. You could use it to wash your car and stuff like that.
Good.
Well done again, guys. I love the rap, I must say, and your T-shirts, you all look really well. You worked very well together. Obviously, there was a lot of preparation put into your presentation. It ran so slickly and so on. As a team, had you different jobs to do working as a team, and what were some of those jobs that you did?
Some people are better at different things. Some people are better at maths, like adding up all the surveys, and some people are better at art, and some people are more better at public speaking. And we kind of divide the jobs out to people's abilities.
Right, okay, and you decided yourselves then. Okay, so I'll take the gentleman at the end. So what did you do? What was your function as part of the campaign?
I was counting up all the surveys.
Okay, right, was there a lot of work involved in that?
Yeah, it wasn't hard, but it was very time consuming.
Right, okay, I think we're out of time. Yeah, well done everybody. Thank you.